God,
So I'm Sigil, in case you guys don't know who I am. So as Shoyak said, we're going to be talking about the Jewish approach to peace today. Just to start with a story. There's somebody named Rabbi Meir. Rabbi Meir in the Gemara, cool guy. And there was one time he was giving shir. It was like a Friday morning, Friday afternoon, and his shir happened to go late. And a woman who was sitting in on the shir, she wasn't able to get back in time to get their food ready for Shabbos. And when she got back, she didn't have time. She wasn't able to really cook all the food, and her husband was not very happy. So her husband told her, "You can't come into the house." He was really angry. And the husband said, "You can't come into the house until you go spit in Rabbi Meir's eye." He showed a lot of disrespect. He was he wasn't very considerate, and his shir went so long you weren't able to make the food for Shabbos. It's not going to happen this Shabbos. The Shabbos, Sephardi food is going to be great, but you weren't able to prepare the food for Shabbos. Therefore, you can't come in until you spit in Rabbi Meir's eye. So the wife has no idea what she's supposed to do. She can't go over to the town rabbi, grab a letter from the shir before. You can't just go spit in his eye. You can't do that. So she's not sure what she's supposed to do. She's in a little bit of a predicament. Yes, kind of question. What do you do? So Eliyahu Hanavi is a great guy. He kind of shows up randomly throughout the Gemara when people are in specific troubling incidences. He's very, very helpful. Eliyahu Hanavi shows up to Rabbi Meir and says, "Rabbi Meir, you messed up." Rabbi Meir's like, "I don't know what I do. I gave a good shir. I thought it was good." And Eliyahu Hanavi told Rabbi Meir that because your shir went long, it was very good content, but because your shir went long, a woman wasn't able to get Shabbos ready, and now her husband's very angry at her, and she can't walk into her house until she spits in her eye. So Rabbi Meir's like, "Oh, that's a big problem. What do I do?" He decided that he was going to fake an injury. Right? Sometimes you need to fake injuries, basketball team, whatever it is. Sometimes you need to fake injuries. So what you do is you pretend that something's wrong with you, and you need to you need to get a doctor's note, gets you out of classes. It's very, very helpful. So what Rabbi Meir did was he sent out word. He put out the word the entire town that he had a very specific eye sickness and eye malady, and the only way to fix that eye sickness was have somebody spit in his eye. Oh, unbelievable! This woman comes over and says, "Hey, Rabbi Meir, I would really hate that. I hate to do this. I feel really bad. But if you need somebody to spit in your eye, I think I can do it for you." The woman goes, spits in his eye. The husband's very happy, and everybody goes home for a very nice Shabbat. End of story. Happily ever after. Very, very nice. So the general idea is Rabbi Meir was very, very willing, or he was, hero of a choice. He was kind of forced into by Eliyahu Hanavi into, compromising on his own self-dignity for the sake of settling peace between a husband and a wife. Right? The husband was angry at his wife. The wife was in a very bad situation, and Rabbi Meir said, "I'm going to allow this horrible thing to happen to me for somebody to go spit in my eye in order just to make sure that the wife can have a nice life." So he was very willing to compromise on his own dignity just for the sake of peace. So that's on a small scale. We see on a much larger scale also that we're going to try to see what is the Jewish response to peace, or how important is it for us on the small scale and on the large scale. So Shoyak made a quick reference to, worldwide situations where peace hasn't necessarily been the forefront. Have you guys heard of specific instances or specific things that have been going on that would, take the idea of values versus peace and choosing values as the go-to? Have you heard anything?
Nope.
Nothing?
Nope.
Samson, what about you? One example could be terrorist attacks. There are other examples also. Have you heard anything there's a lot of stuff going on in France or in Europe?
I'm not really sure that's the really nice values versus peace.
All right, what do you mean? First of all, can you choose a specific instance that you're referring to?
But when you're referring to the recent stuff that's going on in France right now?
Can you explain?
How is it any compromising values for peace?
Well, first give us the situation, and then we'll analyze what's going on. What specifically is going on in France right now?
Okay, so right now, I think a week or two ago, some terrorists attacked a satirical news place, and then they went to the supermarket and attacked there.
No, did you hear about this? Did you hear about this? It was crazy stuff.
Yeah. So basically, some terrorists, they went to a satirical classroom, and they attacked people there.
Do you know why they attacked?
Because they disrespected a religious value.
Prophet Muhammad.
Yeah.
All right.
And then they and then they went to the Yeah, then they went to
Supermarket.
a Jewish supermarket,
Right.
a kosher supermarket more accurately, and they attacked and killed people there too.
Right, very good.
Wait,
So that's,
didn't one of the people that they killed was about to make Aliyah to Israel?
I did not hear that.
Something like
Yeah, that was one of
So
them.
it was definitely religiously motivated. That was, and there's a lot of stuff going on in Europe. There's been stuff going on in Israel over the past few months. Just a couple of days ago, there was a bus that was blown up in Tel Aviv. I don't know if you guys heard about that. There's a stabbings on the bus to Tal Aviv. That was, I guess, part of a sequence of things that have been going on in Israel. There's some stuff that had gone on in the old city of Yerushalayim, where I just came back from a couple of weeks ago. So that what is going on there in those different situations is Muslims. Let's go with Muslims choosing to certain radical Muslims choosing certain radical terrorist Muslim groups choosing to spread their values or their ideals over the I guess overarching piece with the rest of with different cultures, different societies, and different types of people. They're choosing that they're going to choose to propagate their values of spreading their religion instead of interacting with people in a nice way. So that's their choice. The question is, what's our choice? How do we decide to do that? Because we definitely have our own values, right? Efraim, if you had to name like one of the main values of Judaism, what would you say it was? Throughout any one that you think is like up there high on the list. Torah, definitely, very good. Ami, go.
What?
Any?
What?
At least he's still here.
I'm very into the thermostat over there.
Oh, so I definitely did go to high school. So I know this move with the hood sweatshirt and here. I am aware of the move.
No, I'm reading.
I don't think you are.
All right. So we're looking for Ami. So now that we got you.
There's a white string.
Oh, this thing. Oh, it's called a wire?
So Ami, we're looking for Jewish values that might like be high on the list. Efraim gave us Torah. What would you add?
Jewish pride.
Jewish pride, very good. Okay, Matan, what about you? Add something to the list.
I should think about it.
All right, keep thinking. We're going to come back to you. Who else we got? Miriam got it? Oh, are you really looking up? Miriam?
What?
Add something to the list?
Prayer.
Prayer, definitely. So we have, Matan, we come back to you.
Now?
Yeah. You have time to think.
No, I'm done.
All right, fine. So at the end, we're going to come back to you and you're going to give us the Jewish values. Great. So we have many Jewish values that are on our list of things we'd like to spread. All right, thank you for coming.
Yes, stop it, chairs.
Guys.
All right, so we definitely have things on our list of Jewish values. The question is,
What do you think? Wow.
the question is, are we choosing to spread those to the world, or are we, like at all costs, or are we choosing to, if people are interested, we'll tell them about it, but we're not going to like kill people in order to get our values across. So that was the choice that we seem to have made, right? Have any of you guys heard of like Jews going out and killing people in the recent future?
No.
No, that's not what we do. So the question is, where did that come from? And I guess how can we bring that in for ourselves? Is more of like a personal thing. So the first question is, where does the ideal of striving for peace come from? As we can take the wider world at large, when is I guess what would be one organization for you guys? What would be one organization?